Vanessa informed Mike that her father killed Charlotte, but she wasn't angry at her father but the parents who let her die, and she will be going after them. So Mike decided to disconnect the animatronics from the server, while Vanessa went to stop the animatronics and also rescue Abby. Abby was able to take first place at the science fair with the help of Chica, and as Mike had begun the deactivation process, Chica noticed the security breach and activated some animatronic prototypes to stop Mike. Meanwhile, Vanessa was on her way when she was suddenly attacked by Foxy, who climbed to the top of her vehicle and tried striking her. This caused her to crash deep in the woods. Foxy grabbed her severally, but she was able to free herself from Foxy's grip and managed to get her car working again as she drives off with Foxy still on top. Meanwhile, at the home of one of the parents who witnessed Charlotte's death, Charlotte paid them a visit through Freddy. The wife was the first to spot Freddy as she screamed, calling her husband's attention. Freddy was about to strike them when Vanessa arrived suddenly and made Foxy, who was on top of her vehicle at the time, crash into Freddy. Then she drove the couples off to a safe place. Meanwhile, Bonnie had already made its way to the home of other parents, and after playing the little girl, she decided to go end her mom. Mike was still trying to deactivate the animatronics when he was suddenly attacked by the prototypes. He managed to subdue them. That's when Freddy and Bonnie prototype attacked, but he was able to fool them by wearing a mask. Foxy wasn't fooled though, and was about to strike, but Mike was able to deactivate them all just in time as Bonnie could no longer hurt the mom. Mike informed Vanessa that the animatronics had just been deactivated, but soon realized one was still connected, and it was at his home as he began heading there. It was Chica, as she placed Abby on her bed and soon revealed herself. She wasn't Chica, but Charlotte. Both Mike and Vanessa realized the Severs were back on, so he thought of an idea to save Abby. He returned to the old Freddy Fazbear's Pizza and tried to commune with Abby's ghost friends and tried to get them to save Abby. Vanessa arrived at Abby's home only to realize Charlotte had possessed Abby. She was attacked as she begged Charlotte to let Abby go, but Charlotte didn't listen. Mike arrived at that moment and began playing music from Charlotte's music box, and it worked as Charlotte was put to sleep. Vanessa and Mike rushed to Abby, but she was fine. All was not over as the animatronics was still active. It turns out that it wasn't Charlotte controlling them, but Michael, Vanessa's brother, as he arrived at the scene. Mike was shocked to hear that Vanessa had a brother, and she hid it from him. Vanessa's brother plans to go on a killing spree to continue in his father's footsteps, but just at that moment, Abby's ghost friends arrived. They were the originals as Foxy took out Foxy, Bonnie took out Bonnie, Freddy took out Freddy, and Chica also took out Chica. Michael, realizing he was done for, tried running, but he was caught by Mike's friend. The animatronics began dying off because they weren't designed to leave the restaurant. Mike's friend arrived at that moment as Mike decided to leave with Abby, but he stopped Vanessa from going with them because he didn't trust her. Vanessa was alone at that moment and suddenly got possessed by Charlotte. The end.